It's me, Clarissa here on Clarissa Says, where Clarissa says it all, and that is how I feel. So we are back with another video, and from the title, you already know what we are about to get into. For some reason today, I just dawned on my daughter, and so I wanted to talk with you guys, especially my young ladies and young or soon to be mothers, just mothers in general, old or young, because you can have a child whatever your age are, whatever your age is. But I just wanted to talk with those that might be interested in knowing more about stillbirths, knowing more about coping with stillbirths, or to those that are dealing with a stillbirth or miscarriage, and for that case. So my daughter was born on June 29th, 2015 as a stillbirth at 33 weeks. Her name, actually her death name, I guess, was declared Baby Collins, because my last name is Collins. They always do that whenever you have a stillbirth and you don't actually give the child a name, or you don't go with the whole process of having a birth certificate. They name the child Baby, whatever the mother's last name. So my last name was Collins, so it was Baby Collins. And her real name would have been Andrew Lisa Clarice Porter. Yeah. So currently she would have been 4 going on 5, and the whole entire process of having a stillbirth was truly something that I can never forget. I remember first having the stillbirth and not really being in belief, because you actually, at that age, at that stage where I was at 33 weeks, she could have been a whole human. I have an older brother who was born at 32 weeks, and he is my older brother. He has no problems whatsoever. He's smart as heck. He makes music and everything, and he lived his whole life, you know, went to the army, everything. So my child could have been a whole living human, but she, you know, she was born a stillbirth. And I will do another story of another story time of having a child or having a stillbirth and my experience with the birthing. I'm not going to go into that today, but I just wanted to talk to those mothers and people that be interested in knowing what a stillbirth is. So stillbirth is when you are past, I believe, 29 to 30 weeks of you know, your pregnancy, where the child can actually be born at preemie, even 28 weeks, but most likely 29 and above. It could be born as a premature child and raised to be, or, you know, birthed, and also, you know, raised to be healthy. While you're in the hospital, it can become healthy and be able to be released and be, you know, a living human. So if your child was within that time frame of the 28 weeks, 25, 29, 28, 30 weeks, anything above, like I mentioned, and it was born and then it was dead, it is considered a stillbirth and not a miscarriage. A miscarriage is for anything that is basically 3, 4, 5 months sometimes and under, and yeah, and you are able to just let it pass, and it can even be flushed down the toilet. The fetus could be flushed out of the toilet, and it's small, stuff like that. That is more so considered a miscarriage. So when you're in 3 months and you have a baby, and, you know, one day you're bleeding really heavy, next day you're not pregnant, you just had a miscarriage. Okay, a stillbirth, you see the rounding of the belly, like you feel it was kicking, it was creating, it has ears, it has, you know, mouth, arms, stuff like that. A human, even if it's not completely formed, it is formed enough where you can see the human, you know, being created in the womb, and it so just happens to pass. That's a stillbirth. Now, that we gotten past that, I wanted to talk to you guys because sometimes when you are a mother that have a stillbirth, even a miscarriage, because it's a connection with your child, you're going to think about it sometimes. And I encourage you not to think of it as something that is a bad situation, because at first I was just like broken, and it took me to a place of not just say depression, but longing, and just at a place where I felt just like a lack of energy from myself, within myself, because a child takes energy from you, and you give it, you're feeding it your energy, and you're feeding it basically the energy from your soul and your body. And so when you lose that piece of your soul and your body, it just takes you to a place where you have to then center yourself and gain back yourself and who you are. That's the time where you really will learn who you are and how strong you are as a human, or as strong as you are as a divine being on this earth as a female, to be able to give that power to birth another human. So that's what happened to me. But when you get past that, and the way you get past that is to know that you're strong, to know that this happens a lot. You're not the only person in the world that's been through this, that will go through this. And sometimes if you're someone that's just finding information about this, it may not happen to you. So don't, because you're pregnant, all these scary things come into your mind, because sometimes you can manifest things for your reality. You can manifest your own miscarriage. You can manifest your own stillbirth. So if you're pregnant, think the most positive thoughts about your child, about situation. Don't think about anything, where I'm gonna get diapers, where I'm gonna get food, where I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. Don't worry about any of that, because if you are pregnant and it's meant for it to happen, it will happen. And I'm saying that because I have a child. After this one, literally, we got pregnant again, and I have a healthy boy. You guys seen on my channel. If you've seen on my channel, I'll put it above there. But I have a son. So don't think that if you are pregnant and you did have a stillbirth or a miscarriage that you can't have kids, because you can. But I just wanted to share that little piece of information with you guys. I will do an in detail video of my experience of having a stillbirth, the actual experience, and then probably go into the details about how I recuperated. I just found inner peace within myself, and I found positivity within everything that I did, and I understood that everything happens for a reason, and maybe that wasn't just a time for her to come. You know, if it was the right time, it would have happened. So that's what I say to you. You know, be positive. And if you have any questions about anything, please leave it in the comment section down below. Go ahead and subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.